Hello everybody, this is Lara from Pure Elliott Wave with your Monday to Friday Bitcoin, Ethereum and XRP update. Price is just moving sideways in a really tiny range, so there's really nothing new to say. Yesterday I did say that I think that Bitcoin and Ethereum are likely to have a sharper pullback, and I'll be looking for support now at 38,500, and if that breaks, 35,000 for Bitcoin. Yesterday's session volume is actually pretty strong. It's stronger than anything back to 23rd of October. So as price was rising to the last high, volume was overall showing some decline, and yesterday's session shows a very strong push downward from volume for price, and so that's one big reason why I expect price is likely to fall further. ADX today is declining for Bitcoin. There is no clear trend indicated after the previous upward trend reached very extreme. I'm going to identify triple bearish divergence between price and RSI after RSI reached deeply overbought. There is 1, 2, 3 triple bearish divergence. Given those conditions with RSI and extreme ADX, it would be reasonable to expect a deeper pullback. Money flow exhibits also triple bearish divergence, 1, 2, 3 between price and money flow on a closing basis. This will be my main count for Ethereum, although I would want to see this trend channel breached with a full red daily candlestick below and not touching this trend line to really have confidence in this view. For Ethereum, I am seeing another first wave correction over at the high for 9th of December, and so I'll expect a second wave correction to last at least a couple of weeks. It may end at the log function of the 0.382 ratio, 2018.35. If it gets down there and either falls through or the Elliott Wave structure for the correction is incomplete, expect price to keep continuing lower. 1812.01 would be final area for support. Well, actually the final area would be the lower edge of this channel, but I don't think it's going to get down that far. And this is the alternate wave count that sees 1, 2, 1, 2. That'll be invalidated if 2 moves beyond the start of 1, below 2019.91. And so if this alternate wave count is invalidated, I'll have further confidence in the main Elliott Wave count for Ethereum. Technicals for Ethereum, it is finding support at 2,100. So we hit this consolidation with resistance about 2,100. Price broke through, moving higher and closing above resistance on upward sessions with push from volume, and now we're seeing a back test of support. This support may very well hold, and my expectation for a deeper correction may not turn out to be true, and that would follow the alternate Elliott Wave count. But if support at 2,100 breaks, then look for next support at 1880, and that's the main Elliott Wave count expectation. Yesterday's session showed strong push from volume, stronger than anything all the way back to 8th of November. So given a strong push from volume, it would be reasonable to expect more downward movement. For the upward trend, ADX reached very extreme. It's now in neutral territory and declining. There's no clear trend indicated. RSI reached fairly overbought and exhibits double bearish divergence between price on a closing basis. So given those extreme conditions, a deeper correction or more time-consuming consolidation to relieve those would be a reasonable expectation at this point. I'm not quite so bearish on XRP, and I think I'm going to leave this as my main Elliott Wave count for XRP until it's invalidated. I'm going to see minor 1 and minor 2 over here. If minor 1 is over here, then minor 2 fits really nicely as an expanded flat. They subdivide 3, 3, 5. Minute C is an ending contracting diagonal, meeting all Elliott Wave rules for that structure. If 2 is over there, 3 has begun, we could have 1 expanded flat for 2, another 1, a sharp zigzag for 2, may not move beyond the start of 1, below 0.5892. For XRP, I'm not as bearish. This will be my main Elliott Wave count until it's invalidated. If there is a new low by any amount at any time frame below 0.5892, even a fraction of a cent on a tick chart will invalidate this wave count. That's because that Elliott Wave rule, or all Elliott Wave rules bar one, are absolute. They're black and white. That's one of the nice things about Elliott Wave. You know exactly when your Elliott Wave count is invalidated. So if that happens, then I'll be using this Elliott Wave count. Now instead of minor 1 over here, I'm seeing it over here, and now my new wave 2 is zigzag A, B, and C to move lower, possibly to end at the log function of the 0.618 Fibonacci ratio at 0.5388, although that might actually be a little bit too low because there's pretty strong support a little bit above that. Minor 2 may not move beyond the start of 1, below 0.4456. Technicals for XRP, it had real trouble in the last few weeks, breaking above what was resistance at 62 cents. It finally managed to do it, but now it's closed back below that area. So this area is pretty strong. Look for support initially at 58 cents. Now price is moving below the 50-day moving average. If it can break below 58 cents, then there's really strong support in the 54-55 cent mark. Yesterday's downward movement did have push from volume, but not as much as Bitcoin and Ethereum did. This volume is lighter than the last downward session, the 8th of December. So there's not a lot of pressure to the downside, not like we have for Bitcoin and Ethereum, not so much for XRP. ADX today for all of them is declining, telling us there's no clear trend. For XRP, the previous upward trend did reach very extreme. RSI reached fairly deeply overbought, but did not exhibit any bearish divergence. So this chart for XRP is not looking as bearish, so I expect they're all going to have a consolidational pullback. For XRP, I still expect it's more likely to be more shallow than deep, and I'm going to use those 2 Elliott Wave counts as a guide as to where support eventually may be found. That's it from me with a quick update for you today. I hope everyone's having a lovely day.